Well, hello folks, welcome to episode 2 of this World Cup Stories series with France. I'm the Custard Prophet, and we're going to dive into our second group game against Denmark. Bit of an upgrade in terms of opposition compared to Tunisia, but we managed to make a bit of a pig's ear out of that one, and to left it very late to get the victory, which we managed, to be fair. So, before we dive into anything here, I want to just have a little look at what has been going on in the World Cup, because there's been some surprise results. And I also want to talk about the formation that we're using for this this match. Remember, the restriction is we have to have a different formation for every single match in the World Cup. So it's a challenge. It's a challenge. So let's have a look first of all at how things have been going in the World Cup. Have a look at the groups. So very little surprise, I think, in the top one. England and Wales coming through comfortably in the second group. Argentina leading there in Group 3. No surprises there, as you can see here. Australia are ahead of us, but well, we've got to play Tunisia. We've got to play Denmark today. Denmark and Australia drew. Germany. Well, they haven't played many games in that one, but Germany and Spain have got wins against Costa Rica and Japan in Group E. Group F, it's Belgium and Croatia who have the advantage. The big surprise here was in Group G, where Switzerland drew 2-2 with Brazil. But the big news is Brazil shouldn't have got anything out of that game. They were 2-0 down, had a player sent off, and Switzerland somehow gave it away. South Korea, big victory over Uruguay, which was a massive surprise. So Uruguay may be struggling to get out of this group. We didn't have any problems, so yeah, not sure what their manager is up to. But today we're playing Denmark, and we've had to change our formation. What have we gone to? Well, we've gone to something a little bit more sensible than the last one. As someone pointed out, there was 0 defensive positions in the attacking. What was it? 5, 6, 7 attacking 7, and only 3 at the back. A bit crazy. We won 5-2, but yeah, there we go. But you can see all change, please. Here we've got a 5-3-2 wing-back formation. We're going to be playing Mbappe and Benzema. We're playing as a false 9 just behind Mbappe. Midfield 3, we're using all of our 3 midfielders, Pogba, Kante and Rabiot, with Hernandez and Pavard as the wing-backs. Kimpembe, Varane and Upamecano in defence. Hopefully they can play a little bit better than we had last time, and Manyan in goal. We are playing, so just a quick run through the tactical tweaks we've done. And you can see we've moved our line of engagement down a little bit, and this is just to give Mbappe a bit of room to run into. We're playing slightly more direct passing, so hopefully we can find a few passes over the top, and we're going more expressive. Can't think of them. I don't think I've moved. Oh, it will distribute to anyone across the back line, and yeah, we'll go with that. I'll distribute quickly as well. Right then, folks, let's get into it. Let me know in the comments what do you think is going to happen here. This could be anything. It's just weird changing things quite like this. Just yeah, well, new formation every time. If this was in sort of the club game, I think this wouldn't work the way FM works. You need to actually learn the formation, and we've just been at a disadvantage constantly. I don't think, because there's no training, that can't really occur, can it? In this game. So let's see how we do. And here we go, kicking off. We've made some quick tactical changes right at the opening, just made sure we've got opposition instructions on. So we'll just see this kickoff highlight. is Pogba going to have a quick shot? Oh my lord, Mbappe should have scored. I think that might have been offside, but that was a decent start. We will take that. Right, here's Eriksen. He's going to chip the ball in. Oh, it's a nice little ball there. And wow, I'm not quite sure what happened there, but it was a really well worked goal. Hopefully, it's not it's awarded. It was a lovely little free kick here. Eriksen plays it into Nelson and completely broke us there, and Delaney into the top corner. There's not much you can do about that, really. It was a good, well worked free kick, and we didn't deal with it. Well, early injury. Theo Hernandez is going to have to come off. We're going to put Digne on, I think. Well, another chance for them. And Pogba clears it, but really not seeing much here from the French in terms of highlights. We're 1-0 down with a brilliant free kick, but we should be causing a little bit more chaos, shouldn't we? Here's Benzema. A lovely ball. Oh my god, Mbappe, what are you doing? How many chances is he going to have? Well, it hasn't gone to plan, I have to say. We've perhaps had the better chances, and those two chances have fallen to the person I would have expected to score them. But Mbappe has not been great in front of goal. It has to be said there. I'm gonna have to give him a bit of a dressing down here. I don't think we've been good enough at all. I would have thought this formation would suit us a lot more than it so far seems to have. There's maybe another chance. Digne, his first World Cup performance here. On that's what we like to see. Paul Pogba getting the goal. So 1-0 down, but Pogba pops up and scores a cracker from distance. It was a pass from Mbappe, so he's involved sort of. It's a 1-2, lovely 1-2 around Eriksen. He doesn't even know what's going on, and Pogba does brilliantly there. So, can we get through this and win this? Well, Benzema has not done much here. I'm going to bring on Giroud. I'm going to play him as a target man on attack. Yeah, Kimpembe, nervous. Well, we're going to take him off and we're going to put Kouyonde on, who actually played quite well in the last game. Right, we've made another change here, and it's going to be our final change. Pogba is coming off. The man with the vowels is coming on. I'm ahhing over playing Griezmann instead of Mbappe. You know what? I think I'm going to do it. Mbappe has done very little. What can we play Griezmann as? An advanced forward on attack. Come on, mate. Let's finish this off. Well, doesn't look like anything's happening at all. And in the end, we draw 1-1 against Denmark. That's a little disappointing. Feel maybe slightly aggrieved in terms of, well, the goal that we conceded. I thought it was a very good free kick, but they didn't really offer too much after that. Mbappe had two glorious chances, none of those in the back of the net, but a great goal from Pogba was got us the draw. It's not the end of the world. If we beat Australia, I think we go ahead of them, and that'll be that. So yeah, that's absolutely fine. We will sit on 4 points. They'll sit on 2 points, I think, and they've got to play Tunisia as their final game, so anything could happen. Nice. Right, so I mean, Denmark aren't a bad side. Let's not forget that. They're a decent side. I feel we should be beating them, but we didn't quite clearly. So yeah, 1-1 draw. We're learning from that. Okay, so Next game against Australia is really the fight for the top position. The winner of that game will finish top of the group. Loser of that game could go out. If we draw it, so if Denmark then... Ooh, it's interesting. Somehow we're ahead of Australia. I'm not quite sure by what rule, because we've not played them yet. Goal difference, they're actually a little bit better than us, aren't they? Or maybe it's goals scored, I don't know. They are, but yeah, it could come down to it, couldn't it? It could come down to it right at the end. Just that goal that Tunisia scored against us. We will have to see. Anyway, folks, yeah, it was a good one. I expected a little bit more from certain players in the French side, but we got a point, and we move on to the game against Australia. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and we'll come back for a new formation and hopefully a better performance against Australia. See you then. Bye-bye.